It's Friday, which means it's time for 5 Minute Friday. So welcome back to Tech Savvy Buyer. All of you beautiful folks, if you guys are in this US or in Canada, I would like to extend a very, very happy Thanksgiving to all of my viewers based out there. But for those of you guys who are new to the channel, this is episode 1 of 5 Minute Friday. And today's topic of discussion is how you can stream your PS4 or your PS4 Pro to any room in your house on a computer over Ethernet or over Wi-Fi. So without further ado, let's roll that clock and let's get to work. Alright guys, so once you boot up your PS4 or your PS4 Pro and you've got your games on there, the very first thing that you're going to want to do is head over to your settings. You're going to make sure that you have remote play enabled. So head down to remote play connection settings and make sure that that checkbox is checked. You got to make sure that this is enabled so that you can connect to your system from any room of the house. After that, you want to activate your system as the primary PS4. So head over to your account management and go down to activate as your primary PS4. This shouldn't take long, and if you already have another system in your house, you might want to choose which one you want to activate as your primary PS4, but that'll also be the one that lets you sync your different data, like your saves and all that kind of stuff to the cloud. So in this example, I'm not changing mine for a primary account holding PS4 because I already have another one established as that, as my primary PS4, but you basically need to go ahead and click activate and then you're good to go. So now let's head over to the PC because that's what I'm going to show this on, but those of you guys who are doing this on Mac, go ahead and follow the same instructions that we're going to do over there as well. Alright, so now that we're on the PC, you're going to head over to the website. The link is in the description below. It'll take you straight to the site that I'm sharing here. You're going to want to click on your version of the software that you need. So in my case, I'm going to click on the Windows PC. Once that begins to download, we're going to go ahead and follow all the different steps to get this installed. So now that it's completed, I'm gonna go ahead and install it and give it a few seconds here while it gets ready to go. All right, now that's installed, you guys can see the app is on my desktop. Go ahead and double click it and make sure you are ready to launch this. So as you can see, it's asking for you to plug in a DualShock controller to the PC. Now, if you have one of those wireless adapters, you can use that to hook up your PC to the controller, or you can just plug it in with the micro USB type B cable, I believe, or a micro USB cable. So now that you've gone ahead and gotten your controller plugged in, we're gonna head over into the settings menu real quick. Okay, so inside the settings, you guys can see that there are a number of different settings that you have available to play with. The very first thing you wanna do is make sure you sign into your PlayStation Network account. So go ahead and put your username and your password, the same one that you used to log into PSN on your actual PlayStation, and click sign in. You'll be asked to go through several of these security checks, kind of like what you're seeing right now, where you got to click these random things to make sure you verify that you are not a robot. And if you're going to be like me and make a mistake and putting in your password, you're going to have to do this again. So don't be like me and make the mistake. Get it right the first time, make sure you remember all your passwords, and do that and make sure you're ready to go. All right, now that that's out of the way, the other thing you guys can see here is the resolution setting. Now, if you have a PS4 Pro, you can keep it up to full HD resolution. If you don't have a PS4 Pro, you're gonna use a 720p. That's for the base and the slim models. You can only stream up to 720p with using those systems. Only the Pro will output up to 1080p. Now, also the frame rates you can set to either standard or high. I'm gonna set it high since I'm using a Pro for this. Or actually, you can also use it high on a slim version. Make sure you are wired in through Ethernet or you're using a 5 gigs Wi-Fi connection. So you got to make sure you have the best latency or the lowest latency when you're going to pair this so that you get the smoothest frame rates. Let's go ahead and start this up now and we should see how this pans out. So click on start and it should start connecting to your PS4 any moment, and boom, there we are. So you guys can see I'm accessing my PS4, which is in another bedroom altogether, on my PC. And you can pretty much load up any game you want that you have in the system at that time. If it's digitally downloaded, that's even better. It means you don't have to go to your system and keep swapping out discs. But in my case, we're gonna use God of War as an example just to see how it boots up. Now, some games, just keep in mind, you can't support with remote play, but some games you do. So like God of War, you can. So there you go, guys. That is pretty much all that I've got to share about remote play. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Congratulations, you've officially set up remote play on your PC or your MacBook. Good job, guys. Well guys, that brings me to the end of my very first episode of 5 Minute Friday. I hope you guys found this useful. If so, let me know in the comments below. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and smash that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to my channel. But until then, that's a wrap for this week. I will see you guys next week on Friday.